Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Play My Music podcast. I am your host, Mark Reddick, and we're about to kick off another wonderful show. So today I have with me a returning artist. He's been back quite a few times already. My nephew, all the way from Cedar Hills, Utah, Mr. Caleb Fuller. Let's show him some love.
Hi.
Yeah, man. Very talented young man. He's doing his thing out there. So we're going to see what he's up to now. I think you set the record so far, Caleb. I don't think anybody's been back more than you have.
Well, it's a fun podcast to be on.
Yes. We're glad to have you. We've been experiencing some problems here today, so I hear you a little bit. But we're gonna get through. I don't have to do a whole long introduction on you because you've been here several times. You've won a lot of awards, and you write your own music and you produce and you're working with other artists out there. Is there anything we need to know that you've done recently that we didn't catch before?
Well, I'm actually competing in another songwriting competition this year. I'm excited for that. And I'm touring to Taiwan.
Going to Taiwan?
Yep, I'm touring to Taiwan with my dance company, so I'm excited for that.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, man. You're moving right along. Okay, we're going to get right to it, because I've held you up long enough trying to get stuff together.
No, it's okay.
But we're going to dive right into your music, so my camera keeps moving like that. Oh, we're going to keep moving. First song you sent us is Higher. Tell us about that.
Yes. So Higher is a song I wrote because I was actually at my lowest point in life. I literally came back from tour, and I just discovered then about my ears. Like, I actually found out, I got more research into it. I have nonverbal learning disorder, or NLD, which basically means I sometimes miss certain cues of certain emotions and stuff. Like, when people being sarcastic, I couldn't understand, or tend to be overly sensitive when I didn't mean to. Mm-hmm. And I remember when my ex-friend, he told me how he thought I needed help when basically he didn't know my disability was the thing. He basically literally just assumed I was, I guess, crazy or toxic, and he said, I don't think you should come to my wedding. I'm like, okay. And then, then after that, still feeling insecure about myself, still feeling left out on so many things, and I remember it was so hard to look, to keep looking up, and I just remember still stuttering, trying to work on a new song, and I remember Lauren Daigle's album, Look Up Child, and listening to that song and the album, this reminds me I have to keep looking up. I have to look higher into the heavens, because I'm going to work my way back up there. And after that, we got it ready, and I asked our producer I worked with, and we got Higher all wrapped up. So I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through a lot of that, Caleb. But I'm glad you're persevering. Yeah. All right, let's check it out. Higher.
The world can make you feel so low. While everyone is spinning, you're going slow. You wanna cry out for help, but you don't know how to let it show. He knows what to do if we just look up to him. He will never leave us alone. He can help us lift our heads higher, and he can make us a believer. And with this strength we can go higher, sometimes, but just one spark can make a light burn brighter. So if you need his light, just let him lead the way. He knows what to do if we just look up to him. He will never leave us alone, yeah. He can help us lift our heads higher, and he can make us a believer. And with his strength we can go higher, higher. He can lift us up from any burden and always fix what's broken. And with his love we can go higher, higher. So if you wanna give up and stop climbing, he knows you can get higher. He can help us lift our heads higher. He can make us a believer. With his strength we can go higher, higher. He lifts us up from any burden and always fix what's broken. Fix what's broken. So we can go higher, higher.
Yeah, higher. I like that, man.
Thank you.
I like that. That's very smooth, very well produced. I like your vocals on it. Yeah, well,
Thank
you
you
know,
so
you,
much.
you give me all good stuff, man. So I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problems with you. This camera thing is driving me crazy, but I gotta move on. All right. So another song you sent us was "Who You Are." Tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Who You Are is also another big. It's another ballad about my personal life. Like it was when I was struggling about about old friend of mine. Another old friend of mine actually went through like I don't know, like around 100 ex friends basically. But so like what happened with this one? I remember he kept talking to me, and he actually reached out to me after like 10 years, and he like told me how he wanted to start over. Talk like I said yes, of course I would love to, but one question: why did you guys just stop hanging out with me and stuff? And it's like he mentioned because I was like a emotion manipulative, or it was just hard being around me. I'm just like okay, let me think about it. And I, after like 3 weeks thinking about it, I told him thank you for wanting to get back to me, but I honestly just think it wouldn't be best because what you guys did really hurt me, and that's when they blew up at me and just saying this is why we don't hang out with you. You're always this, you're always that, you're toxic as heck. I'm like, okay, and after that, in that moment right there, it basically made me like almost lose my light. I feel like because I just felt like there was no one that could actually like me for who I am, and I recently stopped, and I stopped going to church for that matter for a while.
Mm.
But then my mom mentioned to me about how there's only one person that knows for who I am, so you are, and that actually who you are just stuck in my brain because that just realized, oh, who you are. Like he knows who you are. He knows who I am. He created me for someone. He knows all about my challenges and weaknesses and strengths.
Mm-hmm.
And for that matter, the next time I got back into that, and I did not know how that song was going to become my breakout single because now I've gotten like It recently like won 2 awards in 2025, which was crazy to think about. And it's just a big power anthem telling people that God knows who you are and He knows all of our weaknesses and strengths. And there's one person that understands us, and that's God. So that's actually how I got the idea.
You've been on here a lot.
Yep.
Did you submit this song before? Who you are?
Yes, I
Okay, I
mainly
thought, and I'm
because
only asking because I remember this story. I remember you talking about a friend of yours, well, ex-friend, who just came out his face and was just verbally abusive and emotionally abusive to you. And I remember this story. Sometimes saying to myself, now this story could, but is more unlikely to apply to more than one song. So this has got to be the song. So yeah, you did
yeah,
submit this already. So
yeah, all my songs basically reflect my personal life. Like, it's not fair for someone going through all this kind of crap, me or just others. So it's like, I want to write songs that people can relate to in so many ways. Um, yeah, it was hurtful just going through all these things, and I'm next to know really realizing me as an artist. Like, honestly, a lot of people realize they're not alone on this. And if I ever was on American Idol, The Voice, whatever, I'd love to share my story, my original music about that, for that matter. But funny story about that: for American Idol, I was rejected 9 times auditioning through the Zoom round, so that was an experience.
mm, okay, yeah, you've been through a lot.
Yep.
All right, but as the song says, you stay to who you are. Yes, sir. We're gonna play that again. Let's play that now.
He knows that I'm not perfect. He knows I make mistakes. He knows I'm full of weakness. He feels my heartaches. He knows that I keep trying. He'll always cheer me on. And when I feel the fire, he knows I want to run. And even though he knows all this about me, he loves me the same. And even though you're feeling unseen, he knows your name. 'Cause he knows who you are. He knows where you hurt. He heals all your scars. And when you're afraid, he puts out his hand. The price has been paid. It's part of the plan. He wants you to shine and be who you are. For the days people hurt you and you feel misunderstood. For those who want to dim your light and take advantage of your good. Even then, when everyone around you doesn't understand. And even though you're feeling unseen, he's got the perfect plan. 'Cause he knows who you are. He knows where you hurt. He heals all your scars. And when you're afraid, he puts out his hand. 'cause he knows who you are. He knows where you hurt. He heals all your scars. And when you're afraid, the price has been paid. It's part of the plan. He wants you to shine and be who you are.
Yeah, man. Who you are. Don't ever stop being who you are. Well, that's for all of us. You know, as long as God before you, who can be against you?
Yep.
That's what the word says. So you keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Thank
We're
you.
praying for you over here, this end. How's your mother doing?
She's doing good. She actually just had her 65th birthday last week.
Number 60 what?
65. She turned 65 last week.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yep, she's
Well-
going on tour. She's going on tour with me also, so I'm excited to bring her
Oh,
with
great.
me.
Yeah, she can help keep the wolves away from you. Yeah, that's good. That's right. You go ahead, Mama. All right, Caleb. As always, it's a pleasure having you on. I'm sorry we experienced so many technical difficulties today, but
No,
we
it's
got
okay.
through it. You anything you want to share with the people? I know your music is on all platforms, so
Yes. So yeah, this one specifically, Higher and Who You Are. That's actually on my second EP. So just look up Higher on all my social media platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, everywhere. And that's my second EP this year. So I'm excited.
good. All right, man. We're gonna get out of here. I know you got some more music coming, so you know the routine. Send it to us, and we'll have you on again. You know,
Yep, I
we'll
will.
shoot for three, at least three. Okay. Everyone, I need y'all to download his music. Don't stream it. Download it. Okay. We need you to support our artists as much as possible. Okay. So our artists put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into their music, which includes a lot of finances. So if you would, please download this wonderful, beautiful music and help spread joy through Caleb Fuller's music. All right? And if any of you out there would like to have your music featured, please send us an email to playmymusic711@gmail.com. That's playmymusic711@gmail.com. All right. That's it for today. We're out, folks. Until next time. God bless you all. Peace. All right, Caleb. Take care, bro.